division. He has fought long and hard to gain this recognition. After he turned pro in 1973, he compiled an outstanding record against top middleweight contenders like Willie Monroe. But Hagler was repeatedly passed over for a shot at the title in the late 1970s. Too good for his own good. It was not until his 50th professional fight he got an opportunity for the World Championship against Vito Antuofermo. But again, frustration. Most people thought Hagler had won the fight, but it was scored a draw, and Vito kept the crown. When Hagler got his second opportunity, he took no chances, destroying Alan Mentor in the course of 3 bloody rounds before a hostile British crowd, and won the World Middleweight Championship. He has defended the title 3 times since then, scored 3 straight knockouts, the most recent, Mustafa Hamsho, last October. Now Marvin Hagler is in line for a series of super fights. Here's the young man who will issue the challenge. Caveman Lee, 25 years of age, a native son of Philadelphia. Moved to Detroit short time ago for more activity, and since then he has moved up in the rankings, winning 21 of 23 fights, 5th in the WBA, 10th in the WBC, weighed in at 159.5 this morning. So Caveman Lee has come to the ring now, and we are at first title opportunity. And now the champion is entering the ring.
For this upcoming title bout. And the audience with us today, we have...
While the fighters are being gloved, let's catch up on some information about Caveman Lee. And his steward's organization, obviously it was a good move for him. He has run up a lot of KOs as the time has gone along. And even though he has been very successful with his 20 knockouts and his 21 wins, his opponents do not reflect genuinely a high marquee rating. But when a man comes in with that many knockouts, you know that he's dangerous. Let's have a look at him in action. Caveman Lee had little amateur boxing experience when he turned pro in 1976, but he did bring a natural punching power. Early days of his career, it was bang, bump, and gone. However, punching power alone was not enough, as he found out quickly against Frank Fletcher, a tough southpaw, who stopped him in decisive fashion in the 4th round. Lee rebounded in his next fight with a sensational win over Marcos Geraldo, who had lasted 10 tough rounds with both Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. Lee took Geraldo out in only 55 seconds of the first round. And his 5th round knockout of John LeCicero, considered by many to be one of the most exciting fights of 1981, and kept him in the hunt for the title. And now the principals are about to be introduced for this afternoon's feature bout. Caveman Lee standing over the other way. You see, when you look at the sheet on this young man, his history is just one KO after another. But as I suggested to you, his opponents have not been of particular marquee rating. But he has taken on some tough people, in particular John LeCicero of Detroit last year. But here's the introduction of Caveman Lee. It was the win over Marcos Geraldo that jumped Lee up into the world rankings. And now here is the introduction of the champion, and it should get quite a roar from the crowd gathered here in this room. Some 2,000 of them.
53 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, with 44 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Boston, Mass, the undisputed
At the peak of his career right now, and hopeful that everything can be worked out. Here are the instructions from the referee, Larry Hazard. As the tail of the tape shows here, Hagler gives away an inch in reach. He gives away a pound and a half in weight. He gets 2 inches in reach, giving away 1 in height. The age is 29 for Hagler and 25 for Lee.
Do you have any questions?
So that formality is concluded. The judges are Paul Cavalieri, Joe Cortez, and Joe Santerpia. The referee Hazard, and remember, Larry Hazard does not have a ballot. The judges will do all the balloting, and we're ready to go. The World Middleweight Championship on the line, Marvin Hagler defending against Caveman Lee, a consolidation of the rules between the WBA and the WBC. The champion is a left-hander. Lee can go both ways. And the indication to us from the Lee camp was that he would try to come strong and try at the very beginning to upset the tempo of the champion. And he just scored with a good left hook to the side of the head of Marvin Hagler here in the early going. Stiff right hand by Hagler. Hard left hand. Lee goes down. Face down on the canvas. It was a left and a right and a left. And Lee's in trouble. Hazard takes a look at him. Lee says he's all right. He doesn't look it. He's wobbly. He's in trouble. A right hand. A left hook to the side of the head. A left hook to the jaw. Lee can barely stand. Another right hand by Hagler. Back into the ropes he goes. Hagler pounding Caveman Lee here in the opening round. Hagler said he didn't want it to go very long, and it's not going to go very long. It is over. Lee sags against the ropes. He's out of it. Marvin Hagler has knocked him out with 1:53 to go in the first round. And a crowd of people come storming into the ring. It took 1 minute and 7 seconds for Marvin Hagler to knock out Caveman Lee, and he is lifted onto the shoulders of the Petronelli brothers, Goody and Pat.